Hello, Homestead. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for a moment of silence.
Coming up on today's episode of HHS In Depth, you'll learn about the place to get all of your math questions answered and find out where its new location is this year in a story by Nisha Lalaria.
For some students, Homestead is a new place with lots of new faces, but for others, just being in the United States is new to them. Reporter Chris Wang reports on some of this year's foreign exchange students.
Interested in being a part of some of our academic teams here at Homestead? Reporter Alex Peters will inform you on what they are and how you can get involved.
A new club to Homestead this year is Profiled. Reporter Parker Mitchell tells you all about the Interact Club.
Last weekend, a few of our students represented Homestead at the Taste of the Arts event downtown. Carly Flanagan will tell you all about it.
In our first installment of the Locker Report, Ashton Ackman and Caleb Wood bring you all of the latest on Homestead sports, including a look into our number 2 ranked girls golf team.
And Drew Persinger is in with his weather segment, The Drew Point.
We'll bring you all of those stories and more coming up on HHS In Depth for Friday, August 30th.
Hello, Homestead. I'm Cora Shaw.
And I'm Jenna Lane. Welcome to today's episode of HHS In Depth.
We begin today's show with a story over one of Homestead's best support centers for students, the Math Resource Room.
Reporter Nisha Lalaria brings you the story to see how it benefits all and where the new location is this year.
If you are struggling with your math homework, don't worry. Homestead's math teachers provide an excellent resource for students who struggle or students who seek further help with their math homework.
So the Math Resource Room offers tutoring from Algebra 1 to Calculus. It also offers time to come in and do retakes, or if you miss a test, you can come in and take it instead of having to stay after school.
Though the Math Resource Room provides help to students who seek extra math help, the room can and is structured to be used in additional ways.
The Math Resource Room is designed for 2 key elements. The first thing is for students to do test retakes and quiz retakes in there. So there's like 10 desks on one side of the classroom for test retakes and quiz retakes. And there's also a U-shaped table for students to sit around the math teacher, and the math teacher can help each of the students with the math problems that they're working on.
Teachers come up with many ways to help you learn material for your math class or a specialized method of teaching that is easier for you.
Usually we'll ask who your math teacher is so that we can either piggyback on what you already know or ask to see notes so that we can see how you were taught the first time. And then if it doesn't click the way that you were taught the first time, we will try to find other methods either from the way we teach it or using the internet to try to find other ways to make the topic make sense.
Students need to approach their math teacher before seeking assistance in the Math Resource Room.
Students need to get a pass from their teacher. The best time to ask your teacher is either before class or after class. Sometimes students ask for the pass before or after school to go to the resource room.
The Math Resource Room is available every period of the day if you need additional help with your math homework during your study hall. Be sure to ask your teacher for a Math Resource Room pass if you decide to go. For HHS In Depth, I'm Nisha Lalaria.
Juniors and seniors, the following colleges will be visiting Homestead. If you would like to attend a meeting, you must sign up in Student Services and get your pass at least one day prior to the visit. Tuesday, September 3rd, Indiana State University. Wednesday, September 4th, Anderson University and IU Fort Wayne. Friday, September 6th, Purdue University. Wednesday, September 11th, IU, and Thursday, September 12th, St. Mary's College.
The Acoustic Music Club meets this and every Friday after school in room 117 until 3:30 p.m. All ability levels are welcome to attend. Take your instrument or just go hang out. Go see or email Mr. Binger if you have any questions.
Do you like movies? Do you like pizza? If so, go to the call-out meeting of the History Club next Thursday, September 5th from 2:45 to 3:15 in Miss Lisek's room, room 715. Stop by to learn more about the movies, pizza, history, and people that make History Club great.
Attention artists and creative souls. Art, photo, and design clubs have gotten a facelift, and they are combining into one club called Art Lab. Join them for monthly art labs featuring various art-related activities. It's time to inhale a possibility and exhale creativity. There will be an informational meeting next Wednesday, September 4th in room 108 after school from 2:45 p.m. to 3:15 p.m.
There are many students new to Homestead this school year, but a handful of those students are also new to the United States. Reporter Chris Wang brings us a story over a few of this year's foreign exchange students at Homestead.
Many students here are new to Homestead. However, a select few of these students are new to not only just Homestead, but America in general. These students have traveled from far and wide and have ended up here in Fort Wayne to study abroad.
I'm Rebecca Radu, and I'm a junior here at Homestead High, and I come from Romania as an exchange student. Like, school in Romania is not really my favorite. The American system is much better, so I just really wanted to study here.
Hello, my name is Daria. I'm from Kazakhstan. I'm 16 now, and in Kazakhstan I finished 9th grade, but here I'm 11th grade student. I'm junior. I came here to share Kazakhstani culture and to know more about American culture.
I'm Arlene. I'm 17 years old, and I'm a senior. I am from Germany. I wanted to come because my mother was here an exchange student when she was 17 years old, and she told me that it was the best year of her entire life, so I wanted to make the same experience. And I wanted to get to know the American culture, and yeah.
The foreign exchange students are all getting used to the differences between school in their home countries and school here in America.
It's great. It's awesome. So everyone is super friendly. Everyone is just super willing to help out. The school is awesome. It's huge, and I can pick my own classes, which is really cool.
So in Germany, the things are very small, like also the schools. Here, it's just a high school and it's 2,000 students, I think. And in Germany, it's from 5th grade till 12th grade, and we're 300 students. So everything is so small in Germany.
My home school is not so big. It's around 700 people, and we have only 37 classrooms and 4 floors.
As they're getting used to school here in Fort Wayne, they're also getting used to the culture and various tastes of America.
Oh, my taste hasn't really changed much, although I've been introduced to Pop-Tarts, and now I have a little obsession.
My favorite food here, I think it's pizza, because it's so different from what we ate in Kazakhstan. Pizza here is so delicious. I adore it.
If you run into any of these students in the halls, make sure to give them a hello and a warm welcome to the United States. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Chris Wang.
The Network Club is a group of students and teachers working together in a collective effort for positive change at Homestead, the community, and beyond. The group is designed to empower students in the areas of leadership, integrity, character development, compassion, diversity, and service above self. They believe that one person can make a difference and everyone should try. The network will be holding their first meeting of the year on Thursday, September 5th after school in Mrs. Jones's room, room 108.
The Dungeons & Dragons Club will meet today in the cafeteria annex until 4:30 p.m.
There will be a brief boys basketball meeting on Wednesday, September 4th in room 902 at 2:40 for anyone interested in trying out for the boys basketball team who is currently not in a fall sport.
Seniors, if you would like to have a senior quote in the yearbook, please email it to seniorquotes2020@gmail.com before winter break. Please make sure your quote is school appropriate.
Aviation Club will have a call-out meeting next Wednesday, September 4th after school in room 608, Senora Hoon's room. Anyone who has an interest in planes, helicopters, or flying in general, either as a career or as a hobby, should plan on attending. Go share your ideas to help them plan guest speakers for the year. Snacks will be provided. If you have any questions, please contact Senior Ben Knight or Senora Hoon.
It's your move. Chess Club will have a call-out next Thursday, September 5th after school in room 608, Senora Hoon's room. Go out and play chess with fellow students and even a few teachers. If you don't know how to play but want to learn, they can help you. Go for the snacks and stay for the fun.
As the school year is getting into full swing, so are many of the extracurricular clubs and teams, including our academic teams. Reporter Alex Peters brings you a story with information on what it is and how you can get involved.
Homestead is home to many different clubs, groups, and teams. Among these are Homestead's academic teams, including Academic Spell Bowl and Academic Super Bowl.
Currently, we have Academic Spell Bowl and Academic Super Bowl. We did have last year Academic Decathlon, but unfortunately the state has decided not to sponsor that anymore. And we're hopefully going to replace that with something, but as of right now, we have Academic Spell Bowl and Super Bowl.
While you may have participated in spelling bees in the past, the Academic Spell Bowl is a much different experience.
Spell Bowl is, I think it's 10 students who compete. You hear a word and then you spell it on a piece of paper.
The Academic Spell Bowl is not your typical spelling bee where you get up and spell a word and then sit down and somebody else comes along. It's a team of 9 to 10 individuals, and you go to the table when your name is called, and you will sit down and you'll actually write out 10 words. There's somebody at the front that reads those words, you write those words out, spell them out, and then it's graded, and your score is added to the overall team score.
The Academic Super Bowl is also unlike any other competitions you may have participated in previously.
Academic Super Bowl is a mix of a lot of subjects, since it's science, math, and history, and we form teams and practice the subject, then we go to competitions and compete against other schools.
Academic Super Bowl is a series of questions. Again, it's a team-oriented competition where you'll have 4 people sitting at a table, and they will work on an answer to a question together, and the team with the most right answers wins or advances on to the state competition. And the state competitions are always at Purdue University in West Lafayette.
Though the competition environments can be intense, participants have a great time competing and socializing with fellow team members.
My favorite moment from Academic Super Bowl was just the competitions, just hanging out with new people and hanging out with my friends.
My favorite moment was going to state at Spell Bowl last year. We went to Purdue, and it was really cool to be able to tour the campus and see things that we wouldn't have been able to see otherwise.
Anybody can join the academic teams, and they are looking for new members to continue the team's past successes and build a strong foundation for future years.
Anybody should join the academic teams. We're really looking for all grades, all ages. We will be in our recruiting efforts really focusing on the freshman and sophomore class because we're looking to really build this team and build a winning tradition. And so we're hoping that we can get freshmen that will then compete all 4 years of their high school career. And once you're more familiar with what's going on at these competitions, I think it really helps in how well you do and how comfortable you are in those competitions.
Make sure to listen to the announcements for the first call-out meeting. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Alex Peters.
A brand new club to Homestead this year is called Interact, and reporter Parker Mitchell caught up with the organizer of the club to tell us what it's about.
Do you want to help out the community and others who may have less than you, while also socializing with others who may have the same goals? Make sure you head up to the new club coming to Homestead, Interact.
I felt that it would be beneficial to see the students make decisions for themselves. That's not something that's always heavily focused on in school. The club is meant to be a source of empowerment for students. They're able to choose what we want to do, who we want to do it for, and it also helps teach responsibility and judgment or decision making in the future.
All students are welcome to join Interact, as they can involve themselves in issues not just here in Allen County, but globally, as well as helping themselves with their future endeavors.
I would say that people should join because it's an excellent opportunity to get out into the community to benefit not only yourself, but people that may be less fortunate than you. This would absolutely help with generally any future career because it's teaching responsibility, decision-making, and independence above all. One thing that's important to learn early on is service above self. The club will be entirely student-based, student-led, student-run. This club is for anyone grades 9 through 12. We'd like anyone from any background to please come join us because service to the community isn't just for the leaders, it's for anyone who wants to learn how to be a leader. We also like to emphasize that 9th and 10th graders come out because just because you're young doesn't mean you can't make a difference.
If you want to join Interact, make sure you make it out to the call-out meeting next Wednesday of next week from 2:45 to 3:15. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Parker Mitchell.
Last weekend, a few of our students teamed up with Dr. Ginder and others to represent Homestead at the Taste of the Arts Festival in downtown Fort Wayne. Here's reporter Carly Flanagan to tell you more about it.
Last Saturday, Homestead participated for the first time in the Taste of the Arts event to promote and educate others on Homestead. Student ambassadors help create fun science projects for children to experiment with, while Homestead administrators further inform the community about Homestead. The science projects included a lava lamp experiment and a non-Newtonian gag experiment. The student ambassadors that helped out at this event are Mackenzie Doobie, Michaela Waugh, Riley Jones, Katie Walther, Olivia Creech, Jasmine Swinson, Michaela Havison, Matthew Quintos, Yayun Song, Annie Hardens, Caleb Piper, and Danny Bean. If you want to learn more information or get involved for next year, contact Dr. Ginder. Reporting for HHS In Depth, I'm Carly Flanagan.
It's time for the first installment of the Locker Report with Ashton Hackman and Caleb Wood.
Let's send it over to Ashton at the sports desk for this week's show.
Thank you, guys. I'm Ashton Ackman, the new sports director this year, and let's get things started. We tee off the fall sports season with a look at a team hoping to be on par for a state title this year after last year's 4th place finish. The Homestead girls golf team is this week's Team of the Week. The Homestead girls golf team is swinging into action this season, ranking as one of the top teams in the state and consecutively placing well at invitationals.
The season has been going really well. We've played in a lot of invitationals and we've won all of them except for the state preview, which we got 3rd, which is still a really good finish.
We've won all of our tournaments so far and we've played really well as a team. We have a lot of top 10, top 5 finishes.
With the team having much success in past years and a number 2 ranking in the state this year, the bar has been set high for the Lady Spartans this season.
Finishing 3rd at the state preview set the goals for our season pretty high. We know that we can finish 2nd for sure and possibly get a state championship.
Of course, just win sectionals and regionals, that would be awesome too, but we want to win state this year. It's going to be tough, but you know, because we're ranked so high and this is the highest we've been, I think we definitely have a shot.
The team shares many moments together both on and off the course, bringing the team closer together.
My favorite memory of the season so far is the bus rides. We have a lot of fun. We bring speakers and just sing along. And
probably just going out with the team after winning invitationals and just eating with them and having a good time.
Definitely all the bus rides. We've all gotten to know each other a lot better through those, just being on a couple hours together and having fun, getting to know each other.
I really like when we go out to dinners and stuff after our weekend matches because usually it's pretty late. So
be sure to head out to support the Lady Spartans next Wednesday at Coyote Creek. And now here's sports reporter Caleb Wood to get a look as to what happened this week in Homestead sports action.
Hello Homestead, I'm sports reporter Caleb Wood, and here's a look at what happened this past week in Homestead athletics. Out to the Spooler Stadium, where the Spartans had an amazing game last Friday, dominating Northrop 43-6 on the brand new turf. Touchdowns were scored by Sam Scavo, Cam Rogers, Jake Archbold, and Braden Hardwick. Shout out to the student section for such a high turnout game and an away game. Tonight, the football team takes on Concordia at home. Now off to the races, where both boys and girls cross-country teams competed in the Huntington North Invitational last Saturday. The boys finished 2nd behind Concordia, with senior Jared Neff leading the Homestead pack. Junior Donnie McCardle and senior Keegan Stuckey rounded out the top 20. As for the girls, they placed 3rd overall, with sophomore Mia Faber leading the team with a 9th place finish. Julia Dvorak right behind her in 10th place, and senior Angelina Sedlacek finished 20th. Both teams ran the race for longtime West Noble cross-country coach Chuck Schlemmer, who died last week after being hit while riding his bike. Homestead and West Noble shared a heartwarming moment after the race to remember Coach Schlem, seen in the photos on your screen. Both teams head up north to Penn High School tomorrow. The girls' golf team set a 9-hole school record of 146 on Tuesday against Columbia City. They are also currently ranked number 2 in the state. Over to the soccer stadium now, where the boys' varsity soccer team faced Leo on Wednesday, coming off with a 6-2 win. They face Carroll next Thursday. The girls' soccer team played against Eastbrook on Wednesday. They ended up on top with a score of 7-1. They head down to Marion next Tuesday. The boys' tennis team defeated Leo 5-0 on Wednesday. They are ranked at number 2 in the state and are looking to achieve a state title. Good luck to the boys' tennis team as they head down to North Central High School tomorrow. That was a look at this week in Spartan athletics. For the Locker Report, I'm Caleb Wood.
And now here are the student section leaders with the theme for tonight's home opener against Concordia.
the heck? Where is everyone? Wait, where'd he go?
Home game against Concordia, Camo Night.
Be there!
Camo Night, be there.
1, 2, 3, shield pro with the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, hopping on the jet. Touchdown, NY, John on the way. Brown skin, light skin, she woke up today.
Winning!
Finally, good luck to all Spartan athletes in action this weekend. Both the boys and girls cross country teams at Penn, the volleyball team heading up north to face Carroll, and the boys tennis team squaring up against North Central. That's all for this first edition of the Locker Report. I'm Ashton Ackman. Have a great 3-day weekend.
And now it's time to find out about this weekend's weather forecast with our weatherman, Drew Persinger, bringing you his weekly weather segment titled The Drew Point.
Howdy, Homestead. Welcome to this brand new weather show here on HHS In Depth, The Drew Point. I've taken over for Alex Peters and Ethan Turner. Since last year, they saved us all from the half man. You might remember my escapades last year in which I interacted with a laptop in various ways, including turning it off and on again multiple times. Now I'm back, and I am ready to not mention laptops anymore. Laptop lingo is dead. You may notice now I've got a nice new location. I've got a green screen here behind me, meaning I can do weather from anywhere on the planet. Like, the ocean. Wow, it's so watery. Or, Delaware. Hi, I'm in Delaware. However, I've been keeping you for long enough. Here's your look at the forecast for this weekend.
This evening, we're looking at partly cloudy skies with a low temperature of 55 degrees. On Saturday, we're seeing mostly cloudy weather with a high of 73 and a low of 59. Then on Sunday, we're seeing partly cloudy skies with a high of 74 and low of 57.
There you have it, everybody. As you can see from that forecast, we've got a nice weekend ahead. Make sure to follow the Drew Point on Instagram for cancellation updates, weather info, and live streams when severe weather is on the way. That's all for this week, so until next time, I'm Drew Persinger. See ya, Homestead.
Well, that wraps up today's edition of HHS In Depth. I'm Cora Shaw.
And I'm Jenna Lane. Thank you for watching today.
Be sure to follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes clips and digital exclusives.
Today we leave you with a song you can catch on Homestead's radio station, The Point 91 FM.
Have a great 3-day weekend, and we'll see you again next week.
Signals when she sent me a sound.